Workout for Women. Lose weight, feel and look good for women over 49. I am your host, Susana Lopez, and today I want to dedicate this episode to all women that would like to go with the flow of life. In the current world conditions, it's always easy to say to someone, go with the flow, but to do it is just a different thing. It takes effort to let go of everything that you ever known and go with the flow for now. So for now, sit back, relax, and feel for a moment a flow in your body, a flow in your life. Something that feels easy is the flow. But sometimes the flow is uncovered and under a situation in which it's not feeling easy. Think for a moment in a situation or an event that right now it feels difficult for you, that it's difficult to go with the flow. Just think for a moment, not too long, just keep it on your mind. And now think on that situation, how would that be different if you were going with the flow of that situation? How that will feel different or better for you. To illustrate this episode, I want to share a story with you. I love outdoors, and this time I was doing trekking through few mountains. This specific walk across few mountains, it was going to be just like a couple of hours walk, not very difficult, just up and down few mountains. I was in a group of about 10 people, and the 10 people was divided in a group of about 5. The first group left a little bit earlier, and I went with the second group, leaving few minutes later. All was lovely, with each person carry a backpack with few snacks and some water. We all knew that we have to cross a couple of rivers. That in that time of the year, it shouldn't have much water at all, just few rocks crossing and passing and walking. But we didn't know that the snow in the mountains nearby has stopped melting, and there was much more water, much more current than we expected. So we saw a little bit of more flow on the water, and in the first river that we crossed, it wasn't much of an issue. We all crossed quite well. But on the first step into the second river, we all fell very quickly into the water, into the current. We all were dragged in through the rocks, around the rocks. The first group saw us, so they helped a few of the people that were nearby the edges to come out of the water. While the river was taking me, I could barely grab a rock, so I keep sliding from rock to rock. Very nearby, there was a person just barely holding into a very slippery rock. The current was taking me through the same rock, but there was no space enough for holding 2 people in the rock. This person was struggling just to stay in the rock. It was so slippery, and he was waiting for the people outside to help him to come out. So very quickly in my head, I saw this scenario that if I hold into him, I will sliding with me. He will not be able to hold into a slippery rock with me as well. So it was a very quick decision, something that happens in the mind in a blink of an eye. I remember the voice of a trainer saying before we went into any adventure, if you ever fell off in the water, just remember to cross your arms in front of your chest, close your legs, allow the current to take you. So that's what I did. Instead of holding into that person that was barely holding himself, somehow my mind decided to cross my arms in front of your chest, cross the legs, and allow the flow to take me. I don't know if have you ever been in a place like that, have to let the flow to take you. So the flow of the river did take me for some time down the river until I go over a small waterfall. This waterfall have a big, deep pool in the ground. As the water was pressured down, it becomes a big washing machine, moving the water around in circles in a deep water underneath. So there I was in that washing machine, coming around and holding my breath. I didn't know where was the right, the left, the top, the bottom. I didn't know in what position I was inside the pool. The water was really heavy, coming on top of me. So a part of me did let go and surrender. I don't know if have you ever been in a place like that, in which you just have to surrender. I was holding my breath, but I didn't know how much time did pass. So my mind, my body did surrender, and a thought coming into my mind as this is it. This is how all end. I was drowning underwater. I don't know if have you ever feel, even in this earth reality in life, then sometimes you feel like you're drowning underwater. But there was a power within me, a power around me, that somehow it did move one of my arms up, and it pushed me up out of the water. Without knowing, I was reaching out to the surface. That universal energy, or angel-like energy, or universal love, say to me, it is not your time. I felt it through the pull of something greater than I to lift my arm up to the surface. So you can call anytime in whatever you believe, universal energy, God, angels, whatever you believe, calling that energy, then it's also part of you. Reach up with that energy, ask for help, and reach up to the surface. So if you feel in a place that you are drowning, call into that universal energy, ask for help, and reach up to the surface to breathe. Remember that you can cross your arms in front of your chest and allow the flow to take you, and trust that there is something greater than us that will help you to reach up again out of the water, out of the current. Sometimes the river will be represented as a river of emotions, river of energy, river of events that we cannot fight. The current is so strong that we just have to let go and go with that flow. But also trust that is something greater than us, all surround us and inside of us, that have a hand to reach up, and have a help for you each time. So go ahead in your mind or out loud, ask for help to whatever you are going through. Ask for help. Allow your hand to rise and reach up. And not just survive, but to thrive. You can thrive in your life, not just survive. You can enjoy the flow, not knowing where it will take you, but have the faith that there is always a energy, a higher power in which is waiting for you to ask for help. So have faith, reach out, and enjoy your beautiful life. You deserve it to thrive. I am looking forward to see you back in the next episode for Workouts for Women. Bye for now.